What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. So football season starts this week, and just like last year, I'm going to give my picks, my predictions on who's going to win every week. So week one is kind of like an unpredictable week, so I try not to take it too seriously because you really don't know who's a good team or not in the beginning of the season. So I'm not going to take too much time with these picks, but starting off with the first game, the Arizona Cardinals and Tennessee Titans. I have the Arizona Cardinals upsetting the Titans and winning this game, mainly just because I think a lot of people are sleeping on them. Their accusations of AJ Green, JJ Watt, and this is Kyler Murray's third year. I think he's gonna come off strong, and just like they upset the Niners last year, I think they're gonna upset the Titans. Second game, Seattle Seahawks and Indianapolis Colts. Got the Seahawks winning. Not much to say about that. Carson Wentz, first year in this system. Russell Wilson, one of the best quarterbacks. They have a veteran team. Easy one right there. Chargers and Washington. I got Washington winning this game. However, I do think that LA is going to be the better team later in the season. But I think week one, you got to go with that Washington defense and that leadership of Ron Rivera over the Chargers. And the Chargers do have a new coach too, so that's going to play a factor as well. And then we have the Jaguars and the Texans. Now, I actually have the Texans upsetting the Jaguars and winning this game, mainly because it's Trevor Lawrence's first real NFL game. And don't get me wrong, the Texans are really bad, and they're probably going to be the worst team in the NFL. But they do have veteran leadership in Tyrod Taylor. A lot of their players are fighting for something. They don't want to be bums. So I could see the Texans winning this first game, but this would probably be the only game they would win in the whole year. But I have the Texans winning. Next, we have the Jets and the Panthers. This is an easy one for me. I think the Panthers are going to demolish the Jets. This is their second year with Matt Rule. Sam Darnold wants revenge in his former team. They have a lot of offensive weapons. Christian McCaffrey, solid defense. Meanwhile, the Jets, what do they have going for them? New coach, new rookie quarterback. Offense, what do they have on offense? Really nothing. You can make an argument that their defense is probably the best thing going for them, but they just got a few injuries on their defense. So it's an easy one, Carolina. Next is Pittsburgh and Buffalo. I got Buffalo winning this game. However, I do think Pittsburgh is going to put up a fight, and I'm not going to be surprised if they upset the Bills and win this game, but I do have Buffalo. Next, Minnesota and Cincinnati. So I have the Bengals upsetting the Vikings here. I think the Bengals are going to come off hot. I think they're going to have a pretty good year. I don't think they're going to win a lot of games. Definitely not going to make the playoffs, but I do think they're going to play competitively than they did last year, and I have them upsetting the Vikings. Next, Atlanta and Philadelphia. This is an easy one too. Atlanta is going to win this game easily. I wouldn't even be surprised if it's a blowout. Right now, the spread is for them to win by four points, but I think they're going to win by at least 10, honestly. The Eagles, what are they doing? It's a mess. Jalen Hurts is a pretty good player, but I don't really have faith that he's the solution. They have a new coach. They don't really have a lot of weapons. It's a mess in Philly. They're going to have a bad year. Next is San Francisco and Detroit. I have San Francisco winning this game, but I do think it's going to be close. I think Detroit, I think a lot of people have been talking crap on them, and I think they've noticed that. So I won't be surprised if they take the lead early on in the game, but I do have San Francisco winning this game. Next, Cleveland and Kansas City. I really like Cleveland this year, and I think they're going to make it to the conference championship. But week one, Kansas City, Mahomes, Andy Reid, you just don't beat them in week one. They're that too good of a team. It's a reason why they've been to the Super Bowl in the last 2 years. And you just don't beat Andy Reid with prep time. You just don't beat him. It's like Batman with prep time. It's just unbeatable. So I do have Kansas City winning, but I do think eventually Cleveland will overtake Kansas City, because I think a lot of people are sleeping on Cleveland. They're a sleeper for a Super Bowl appearance, in my opinion. Next, Denver and New York. So I have New York winning this game. And I don't know, I don't feel too confident about it, but it's just my gut saying this. Denver has a solid defense. They have a solid quarterback in Bridgewater. He's not going to make turnovers, but at the same time, he's not going to throw for 400 yards. Denver is more of a solid team. However, I think New York can be more explosive. Barkley's coming back. Daniel Jones, I think he's going to have a good year. I want him to have a good year, but I know a lot of people are saying, it's 50-50 whether he has a good year or not. And depending on the outcome, is he going to stay with the Giants or are they going to move off him? But the Giants did acquire some offensive pieces this year, so I think that's going to play a factor. But I do have the Giants winning this in a close game. So next we have Green Bay and New Orleans. Easy. Green Bay is going to come out hot. New Orleans had to let go of a lot of their star players. And besides Alvin Kamara, who do they have on offense? I mean, Michael Thomas, I think, isn't there some stuff going on with him with contracts and stuff, or he's injured? I don't know if he's going to play week 1. Even if he does, Jameis Winston, I do believe in him. I think he's a good player. But the New Orleans is kind of rebuilding off of their last 4 or 5 years trying to win a Super Bowl and spending all that money. I do think Green Bay is going to win this game. But it's going to be competitive for sure. It's not going to be a blowout. Next, Miami, New England. I have New England winning this game at home. Belichick wants revenge. Believe me, he's going to go all out this year. I do think the Patriots are going to make the playoffs eventually. But, I have New England beating Miami. Miami and Tua. I don't think Tua is the answer in Miami. I don't think he's a leader. I don't believe in him. Next, we have Chicago and LA. This one is easy. The LA is going to win easy. Correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't Chicago starting Andy Dalton over quarterback Justin Fields? That's not a good move. I think LA is going to take advantage of that, and they're going to go after Andy Dalton. I just don't think he is the answer to. He has what it takes to overcome LA and their defense. Also, Sean McVay is a really good coach, so got LA winning that game. Next, we have Baltimore and Las Vegas. Now, I actually have Las Vegas upsetting the Ravens and winning this game. If you guys don't know, the Ravens lost basically all their running backs this year, and they had to re-sign like 3 running backs last week. So the running game isn't going to be that sharp in my opinion for them. They do have Lamar Jackson, but I think Las Vegas, I don't think they're a better team than them, but I think in week 1, I think they're going to have the edge over them. So yeah, those are my picks for week 1. Oh, and the Tampa Bay game, I had the Buccaneers winning that game, so I'm 1-0 undefeated so far. Hopefully it stays that way. But if you guys want to follow me in all my action, I also pick MLB games and NBA games. If you guys want to follow me, you can go on Action and look up my name, Bro No Dice. You can follow me on there and track all my picks. I'm a big over-under guy, so I do a lot of those. I'll put that link in the description. But anyway, I will see you guys next week when I do my week 2 predictions. Peace.